Okay, move out.
Just 24 hours away from graduation and the gold bars of a second lieutenant. I don't know about the other men, but I was thinking back over the past 4 years as a cadet. How fast they'd gone by, how wonderful they'd been. Funny thing is, I never wanted to be a cadet in the first place. I mean, I didn't grow up with the idea of going to the military academy like a lot of others. In fact, even when I was in high school, I didn't know where I was going to college. Who knows what might have happened if a bunch of us hadn't gotten together for a Coke that day.
All right, guys. Who's going to pay for the Coke this time?
He is. $30 for tuning tires last
That car's running. You got to watch that. More money on that.
Well, what do you know? Walter's going to the Ivy League.
Why not?
Dad said you can't beat them for liberal arts education and for prestige.
What about you, Doug? Where are you headed?
I don't know yet.
Hey, old buddy, I thought you were coming to state with us.
Yeah, well, I mean, I might, but I want to take a look around first.
You know, I couldn't make it with my marks, but you ought to consider the military academy, Doug.
Me?
Well, sure.
Are you kidding?
Now, come on, you guys. You can get a darn good liberal education at the military academy.
Yeah, but you still need pull to get in there.
Oh, no.
I didn't even think about West Point again until a couple of weeks later when our college counselor also suggested it. I told him what the others had said. The military academy was a place where they locked you up for 4 years.
You've got the wrong impression of the military academy, Doug. I know because I just visited there with a group of secondary school counselors. It's an up-to-date educational institution. And I don't mean just new buildings and facilities. I mean the whole academic program.
That place is still pretty big on engineering, though, isn't it, Mr. Kilson?
No. Of course, there's extensive coverage of the sciences. Nuclear energy, electronics, rocket propulsion, aeronautics, you name it. But there's also more emphasis on non-technical subjects. History, economics, international relations, languages. That's because the academy graduate today could just as well find himself sitting around a diplomatic conference table or in charge of a nuclear energy plant, as in command of troops. Or he could be attending civilian graduate school. 3/4 of the graduates do, you know.
3/4.
Here's the Military Academy catalog and a profile of the class that entered last year. Why don't you look them over?
Well, thank you, Mr. Kilson, but I'm really not interested.
That's too bad, Doug, because you have the right combination for the academy. Good marks, athletic skill, leadership ability. Of course, you might not be able to qualify. The competition is pretty stiff. Maybe you'd better think in terms of some other college.
Well, I'll just look this over, Mr. Kilson. That night, I studied the academy catalog. What surprised me was the variety of courses. Quantum mechanics, Shakespeare, management engineering, political philosophy, linear algebra, and programming. There were over 100 electives to choose from. I was also impressed by the background of the faculty and by the Academy's program in the computer sciences and the use of educational TV. I decided to prove to Mr. Kilson that I could get into the Academy, so I applied to my congressman for a nomination. He asked me to send my school record to a civilian selection board, which then interviewed me. I guess I did all right, for the congressman wrote and said that he took the board's recommendation and would nominate me for an appointment to the military academy. During my senior year in high school, I was notified to take the 3-part qualification exam. Medical, physical aptitude, and college board tests. Then one day my letter of appointment came. And you can guess how the folks acted. You'd have thought I'd been elected president or something. I knew I'd miss my friends if I accepted. Still, it felt good to be picked, to qualify for a college with such high standards.
Doug! Oh, hi, Miss Kilson. Congratulations. I just heard the news.
Well, thank you, sir, but I'm still not sure whether I'm going to accept.
Really? I'm surprised. It's quite an honor to be appointed to the military academy.
Well, I know, sir, but there are a couple other colleges that I want to consider.
Well, yes, of course. But then, if you do go elsewhere, you'll never really know if you could have lived up to the academy standard. Will you?
I knew that Mr. Kilson was challenging me. Well, I never could resist a challenge.